Hey there folks, I found us the showcase of homes for 2026 by Veloz Homes. An amazing 2,400 square foot build, you gotta see it. Mountain views, gourmet kitchen, a Butler's Pantry. They're becoming popular here in Las Cruces. Nothing but quality finishes here at this home by the Red Hot Golf Course. Do not miss out. Welcome to Las Cruces. Hello folks, welcome back. Alfonso Garcia here with the Palms Realty, owner and operator of the Palms Realty. Always having fun in the sun. Check it out, we busted out the vest. It is hot, so you don't get the full suit. So we're going at it today on Celestial Street. We're bringing you an amazing showcase of homes, 2026 built by Veloz Homes here in Las Cruces, right by the Red Hot Golf Course. They're going at it hard in this subdivision. There's still plenty of lots to choose from. Veloz is one of the builders that brings you one of the best, if not the best products that you can find on the market for the price. I mean, they can get you anything between $400 to $500 to up to $1 million custom build. Make sure you like and subscribe, because in about a week or so, we're gonna take you onto a build, a one-of-its-kind full custom build off of scratch paper home, off the Red Hot Golf Course, custom built by Veloz Homes, okay? We're gonna walk you through this neighborhood real quick just to show you what Veloz can do for you, okay? Today, you have a true Spanish colonial exterior elevation look. Look at next door, they have themselves a Tuscan look exterior. If you want some rock veneer along with your clay tile roof, you can have that, okay? They're doing about an 80-20 roof, which means 20% of it will be a clay tile roof and 80% will be a flat system. And even on the flat system, it has enough pitch to where the water is skirted off to the canales on the side, the gutters, if you may, okay? Today's house on 7736 is available just under $700,000. I'll help you get that price even better. Beautiful 2,400 plus square foot home, 3-bedroom plus a study, a butler's pantry, 8x12 sliding, not just a collapsing door, but a full pouch hideaway door, okay? Custom shower bath, finished backyard with mountain views. Doesn't look like a 3-car, it's a 3-car tandem. So you can fit 3 cars in there. It's a tandem 3-car garage. And like I said, a beautiful home. Let's go check out this neighborhood. Look at that. We're talking about elevations, okay? That's a Veloz home, that modern contemporary, Tuscan, modern farmhouse, okay? Lots to choose from when getting a hold of me as well. If it's important for you to have, let's say, Alfonso, I need to be able to park an RV or just even a fifth wheel, let's say a Razor, some kind of little off-road vehicle. Get a hold of me. I'll help you sniper. What I call that is snipering lots. For example, today's home, not only does it have mountain views, but it has its tandem 3-car garage and enough for on the side of the yard to fit fifth wheel. Also get a hold of me, because not every subdivision will allow you to park such things. For example, this subdivision. So we'll have to find you a subdivision that can accommodate outside parking of an RV of sort in your yard. Otherwise, how do we fix that? Give this a look, folks. There's gonna be your custom build. Please like and subscribe. That's the way you're gonna be able to view this custom build. If today's house is $700,000, what do you think this one's worth? We will not let you know, because this puppy's sold, but we will be able to bring you into this home soon, give you an example of what Veloz Homes can do for you when it comes from scratch. They will do it for you. They'll get their engineers and architects and CAD open and started for your design. This is a half-acre, folks. There's an entire story behind this build. This half-acre lot, I personally was able to find it for my buyers. We were trying to attack it. We lost the bid for the lot. The builder found it. Thankfully, they were just gonna sit on it and therefore became my buyer's lot. And here we are, an amazing build right off the Red Hot Golf Course, okay? 1/2 acre. You will not find a half-acre lot in this entire subdivision, anywhere in the Metro Verde subdivision, unless you start getting a little bit just outside of the outskirts. We can help you find that. Today's build is gonna give you a taste of what Veloz can do for you inside a home like this. Let's give it a look. So do not forget to like and subscribe so we can get you a full-blown tour of that amazing build by Veloz Homes on a half-acre here in the Metro Verde Red Hot Golf Course area. Let's start off, okay? You're gonna get a full synthetic stucco exterior by Veloz Homes. I love how they're gonna give you several different aggregates out here. Small, medium, and large river rock. We're gonna get our red rose landscape rock along with our desert tan landscaping rock. I love how they're giving us a synthetic grass patch. This home, being it's a showcase of homes, you're gonna get it at an amazing price because they gave you front and back landscaping, a bunch of upgrades that they take hits on. For example, they'll count them to you, and you end up with an amazing product because it was their showcase of homes and they threw every bell and whistle that they could to amaze you. This is what I was talking about, side yard access. If you need side yard access, that is very important that we get into at the very beginnings of a subdivision with the builders, and not just one builder, but several builders. But this builder seems to always have plenty of premium lots, right? A lot of lots that are premium. Either way you look at it, one thing to point out, I want to point out all the attention to detail because this is a modern home, right? Spanish colonial, but they have a beautiful modern contemporary finish on the interior. The choice of colors, even in the framing of the windows, the choice of archways and the theme that continues throughout the home, that is amazing. We'll see here in a minute. As mentioned, you do have a tandem 3-car garage. It looks like a 2-car. It is a tandem 3-car. That door is insulated. We'll show you that in a minute. Very neat. They're always on the edge of finding different sconces, coach lights, lighting packages that other builders are not using. I'm always impressed by all their choices. And here's a nice slate tile choice that they did to accent the Spanish colonial finish. 8-foot door entryway into, basically, wow, is what I gotta say. Look at that. Nice tall, 12-foot tall entryway, drop down chandelier, light fixture there of sort. Here is your bonus study. Glass sliding doors into your would look like tile flooring. Very nice tile flooring. Love the choice here. Gives it a nice official office feel and look. I'll give you a couple of seconds to tell me real quick in the comments what this ceiling style is called, and I'll tell you. This builder, yes, it's an upgrade, but yes, you'll pick one or two. That ceiling treatment, as far as the skylight, very popular, and they are known for their skylights, but not just a basic skylight. You saw all that step work that they use just to reach the skylight. That's a coffered ceiling, okay? So many features there that you can paint to accent and accentuate, make it stand out. You have your coffer ceiling, you have your stepped to your skylight. So many features there to point out and to paint and to really make it come out in the light. One thing to note is this style of window glass treatment as far as these panes. And keep it, there's gonna be a theme that goes along this home. And look at this, your entryway gives you this beautiful archway, cut ceiling, all the way through that beautiful 8x12 pocket sliding door, giving you some mountain views, okay? One important thing when building a home is I love our 8-foot doors, so I love that choice in doors. Here we are, bedroom 1 and 2 will be sharing this bathroom. Let's show off this bathroom before we do the bedrooms. And as you can see, look at the tile work all the way up in the nichos, all the way up here. Those are all options and upgrades one can go with. Matte black finished hardware throughout. Full bathroom, quartz countertops, finished framed mirrors with design and style on a hinge system. Very nice. Speaking of archways, you have your archway there. What do they do for you? They got you a properly arched mirror. I was talking about skylights earlier. We can have the lights off and you'll feel like you're in a lit room here. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, so we go through our 8-foot doors into bedroom number 1. We have carpet. We have a seating area here. You're gonna see that as well throughout this home. Sitting right by your front window, reading a book, very nice. 8-foot bypass doors to your closet, okay? And as we know, I'm gonna point out the trim that they put in this house here in a minute when we get to, into the living areas. Here, you're gonna have a linen closet, okay? I love this use of your communication hub. All these blue lines are your Cat 6 home run shots to several of the rooms, living rooms, bedrooms. So you're gonna have a hot shot wire going to those bedrooms. Your router has a power outlet right there that you can plug it into. So not like back in the days where the cable guy, you know, Larry the cable guy, old Jim Carrey has to come and drill through your bedroom, all of a sudden put a router next to a power supply and it's all in an ugly exposed area by your bed. Nope, right here you have a centered location. Not only that, but you have coax and several other cables that are shot to each room, no problem. And with the power supply, you have hanging room, shelf room, wonderful closet. No wasted space in this home. Here's bedroom number 2. Here's your beautiful 8-foot bypass doors for your closet as well. Beautiful thing that I like to point out with Veloz Homes is that they finish your edges of your shelving. When we show houses, I'll show you certain builders, even the $600,000-$700,000 range, that you just get the edge of the board and not a trim piece. Now that's the edge of a board. This is a fully trimmed out carpenter's finish, okay? Well done, I love that every single time. Do know a recurring theme, matte black finishes. The window frames are having this partitions. The theme that's running through there is this like stick framed or partitions into the panes. Also, window sill is a treatment that you can upgrade to, okay? We have our 12-foot ceilings. No fans, do know in a beautiful home like this, and I love it. Why? Because I'd rather just customize it myself when I get into my house, whether it's a kid's room or just an elegant room that I want to dress up with a different fan to my choice. I'd rather do so, okay? 2 bedrooms and a bathroom so far, and an office, right? Going down this beautiful hallway. Look at this, award-winning Veloz kitchen, living room, design. They've had it all, they've seen it all, they've been awarded it all. What do you know, folks? Let's start off with this wonderful kitchen. 5-burner cooktop, LG kitchen. You got your pot filler here, okay? Be careful. One quick turn and you have water everywhere. That always makes me feel kind of nervous when I'm touching these, right? But here you go, pot filler, so you're not having to lift your heavy pot from here. You can just serve your soup, your caldo from here. Backsplash, once again, matching backsplash throughout. Quartz countertops, beautiful Kiva style hood. And then once again, crown molded cabinetry throughout. Tall 42 and 36-inch cabinetry. Staggered in places. I have my buffet center here. What I love is you can have some chafing dishes here. You have plenty of outlets there. Chafing dishes, you can serve your family through there when you're entertaining people. Still with lots of storage space. Wow, look at this. Look, we haven't even shown off. You have your wine rack section. This entire countertop is practical. They're utilizing it for plenty of storage space. Look at this intricate work on the quartz countertop. They cut it out to conform to the edge of the cabinetry, and then beautiful post work on each corner. Wow, all right? So we have, what we rarely have is your formal dining room, which is here. I wouldn't say a full formal because it is an open floor plan concept. Huge wagon wheel chandelier, okay? And for that quick lunch or breakfast, you can dispatch the kids real quick out of your breakfast bar island here. Really nicely set up and adorned, as you can see, the recurring theme of the tile down underneath. Well done. And more storage and matching wine rack space over here, okay? Wow. And then the gourmet kitchen calls for a separated cabinet work, which will give you your microwave and oven separated. At the price, you can see that they will give us the refrigerator, okay? Here you got drawers and doors everywhere, soft closed doors and drawers, your trash can space, right? Since you do not have a traditional push and pull stove, they did not waste the space. They gave you drawers, push and pull drawers. Here is a large undermounted matte black sink, okay? With a scratch resistant finish. All the bells and whistles that you need in the home. Dishwasher here, okay? And that's your wine rack there. Amazing. What else goes with the kitchen? Oh, that's right. My Butler's pantry. I love it. Here's your pantry, along with more countertop space, plenty of outlets there, more cabinetry, Everything you could ask for in a butler's pantry, and then storage space. All well put together with this nice sliding glass door, which once again matches all the pane glass doors that we've been looking at throughout the house. Same theme. Let me show you something. So what if you came home through the garage? Here you have a drop zone, okay? The TV is not included. That's part of their marketing here at the model home. You have a drop zone. You came in from the garage, from, let's say you have groceries, straight to the kitchen. Drop off your purse and keys, whatnot. You even have some more cabinetry space. You need a restroom. Here's your half bath to be used by the guests or by you if you rushed in home and had to get to the restroom. Because here is what I'm talking about when it comes to your tandem 3-car garage, okay? Beautifully done. Most builders will not paint out your garage. This, at least the builder will texture your garage. So before you move in, I always recommend that you paint your garage if you at least got it textured, which you will get it textured here. Here's your Lennox HVAC system, okay? I like the fact since we have 12-foot ceilings, they're giving us some shelving space here. And look at that long run there of all your Christmas shelving storage space that you can use all the way back that way, all right? Now, part of our landscaping, what I mentioned was your drip system. This feeds your front and back, which this home does have back landscaping. We'll end up showing you the backyard. And a west-facing garage. So that's gonna catch all the sun in the evening, which is fine because our yard is facing the mountains with the sun to our back. But at the very least, insulated garage door will combat a lot of that heat. Great, right? So you came in home through your wonderful Red Hawk subdivision neighborhood. Now keep in mind, folks, let's say you wanted to get home and you had clothes to, you just got to disrobe. Well, right into your laundry room. Here you are, you can be your mudroom, laundry room combo. Why? Because the master bedroom is connected right to this laundry room. We're gonna go in here in a minute. We'll come out of there. Look at this, huge folding area for your laundry room, more cabinetry, top and bottom, hanging space, decoration space, crown molded cabinetry, and then your washer and dryer here, right? Wonderful. Have the panes looking similar to those windows all throughout the home, okay? So, what do you think, folks, so far? Wonderful, right? Living room, fully tiled living room, 2 nichos, bunch of archways. Look, let's stand back. Let's show off all these archways. Just attention to details in the windows, in the build outs, in the hallways, small hallways, long hallways, even the section for your refrigerator, they were mindful to get you a archway cutout. Anywhere they could get those swooping lines, they got them in there for you. As mentioned, you have a sitting area elsewhere, long bench sitting area, right by your extended side yard, with mountain views. Kick back here, reading a book or getting ready for dinner. Beautiful views by that sitting area. 2 build outs here for whatever you need. More and more cabinetry, more shelf space for decorations. Beautiful tile matching the house all the way up. You got your fireplace, your mantle, all your wiring hitting. That way your flat mounted screen, big screen TV is not showing off any wires. Wonderfully done. What did I not mention about this kitchen? Skylight, right? Did we miss a skylight? Beautiful drop down lighting, well done here. Lots of recessed lighting. Look at that, 2 huge skylights with steps to them. So therefore, as always, it's kind of like a tray ceiling step to them. Paint, 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 paint. Whatever your favorite color is, I don't care. White is always a safe color to go with. Give it an accent color. You'll even see that painting the border of that tray will make it pop. Something to grab attention and to accentuate all that. Oh, wow, okay. Let's get into that primary bedroom. This is that 8x12 door, something new for 2026 that these builders are doing, which was probably always out there, but they are bringing it and making it more of a trend. And if you up the game, you know, the Joneses will try to follow. Once again, your nicho can or cannot be backsplashed or tiled in. You can maybe leave it alone and paint it yourself or an accent, as I always mention. Look at your primary bedroom. What do you think? Very, very good sized primary bedroom. And remember, we've seen 3 plus an office, and we still get a huge bedroom. Look at all these picture windows with the simple 1-pane divisor. Window sill treatment is an option as well. Gives it that extra finished, elegant look. You do get 2x6 construction, staggered 2x6 construction, which is staggered 2x4 stud construction, but you get a 2x6 width wall. Styrofoam ceiling treatment, so therefore, basically, all your ductwork is in an encapsulated styrofoam environment, which helps in your efficiency. Just wonderful work. Let me show off a couple of lighting features in here that they just added. You're gonna get there in your tray ceiling, your floating tray ceiling, little ambiance lighting at night if you wish, okay? You get all your 4 recessed lights all throughout. And if that wasn't enough, you have your reading lights on each side, okay? And another hidden LED light for a little bit of ambiance at night. And that is the view you'd get through your windows here, mountain view windows of the Oregon Mountains. Let's continue. Here's one thing I wanted to point out. With the 8-foot doors, you always, no matter what brand, typically get elevated trim to the home. And here, what Veloz always does is not only do they give you your trim throughout the house, but they also give you finished corners. Very well done by their carpenter. Just a little bit extra that most builders do not do. Here we go, folks. This is a true retreat style bathroom. Standalone soaking tub, modern soaking tub, nice floating shelves here, wooden floating shelves, beautiful pour out style faucet, matte black finish throughout once again. Look at these tilting type of arched mirrors. And then look at the theme. Once again, the black lined theme of the panels through the windows, through the glass doors. Look at this, here's this lines, those lines mimic, look at this wonderful glass shower. They mimic this, look at that operable glass there to let out some steam. And look at this shower. Dual shower heads on each side here. As if that's not enough, you have your rainfall shower head up above. 3 shower heads, tile all the way up. Modern, beautifully done contemporary glass touch to your shower here. And then look at this archway nicho with quartz shelving there built into your shower. One thing to note here is a sitting area, quartz sitting area. You really feel like you're in a Roman bathhouse. Just wonderfully done. Wow. Okay, so dual sinks, right? Beautiful floating shelves, matching design throughout, all glass from what it seems. All the glass seems to have a theme to it. And here's your thinking area, your deep thinking area for your commode. And the primary closet. Here's a good example of the finished trimmed edge. Instead of just leaving a board, give you a trimmed edge. Got to be done, definitely at this price point, and they for sure do it all the time. 8-foot doors, huge walk-in closet, well done. And do you remember we were here? Your mudroom leading into your primary. Wonderful, right? Let's give it a go. They did a great job on the backyard. And for that backyard, oh, did I mention all the beautiful wood beam work here, the faux wood beam work throughout this home. Huge wagon wheel. You see these buttons? Those are your returns. Those are your air returns. Okay, right in between and throughout those recessed lights. Those are your air returns. It's a RIA air return system. It's a new HVAC system that they're using. Higher efficiency. To me, it's even a cleaner look instead of having the metal grills that never match in paint typically. And it's just a metal pop out here. It's a little button looking vent that's a intake and a return and intake. So here we have that 8x12 party door, right? I've always showed you 8x12 doors and it was collapsing. This is an 8x12 full-blown pocket door, okay? Look at that. So if you're throwing the party, you open the door up, walk on out, and in this case, your fully finished backyard here in Las Cruces, New Mexico, out looking at those mountains here, the Oregon mountains. People pay us premiums to have a mountain view, and that is why I ask you to for sure call me if you're looking to buy or build a home here in the Las Cruces area. There's lots that sometimes we can sniper. For example, it's not a full-blown mountain view premium, but just slightly to the side, or there's an aurora behind you to where you know nobody's gonna build behind you, but they're not charging that much of a premium, and you still have a mountain view. There's so many options to look at when building your home here in Las Cruces. So that's why it's important to give me a call. Alfonso Garcia, here to serve you. So let's give a look. You have a huge section of brick pavers here laid out. You have your putting green area that they're giving you with a little bit of rough, okay? Right here, we're walking distance to the course, the golf course. You can sign up. It's not gonna be a members only type of golf course. You can go in there and play whenever you want. They have a $13 million golf course coming in, which we're gonna try to cover for you here real soon. And make sure you like and subscribe, because we are also going to cover that home just down the street here, built by Veloz, a full custom build. Make sure you have a great day, and while you're doing that, like and subscribe. Alfonso Garcia, thank you very much. So if you want to know about where this neighborhood is and where this park is, free access to you, and want to move to this area, give me a call today. Alfonso Garcia, the Palms Realty.